Okay, we are back with more Ori 2. This game is great. It's very beautiful. It feels like it lives up to the first game in just about every way. Very polished. Saying in Discord that it's peak melancholy dark children's fiction, right? Like the style of Never-Ending Story. All right, let's look for new places here. Hey, thanks, Dread. Appreciate that. I actually want to warp from the main map menu, not from there. Two wisps found. Somewhere I haven't really explored at all. Somewhere that I really have a map for, right?
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Maybe try to fit down there. I don't have a fast warp there, though, do I? I haven't gotten this one yet. Let me double check and see why it wasn't letting me in there before. Just defeated the Pollock corrupted toad boss. Oh, Dread, I just saw you went up to tier 3. Thank you, that's really awesome. Very cool of you. Thank you for mentioning it too. I missed it again. So you'll get a permanent game slot. You have a game in mind that you want to add to it? No, it's not wanting to let me grab onto this guy up here. Let's try it again. There we go. There we go. Should be able to shoot out like that. Okay, see you when you wrap up work. Thanks for upping your sub, I appreciate that. If you think of a game to add to your permanent slot, let me know. Oh yeah, that's right. Bounce off this thing. It might be that I need to have all the wisps. 4 wisps must gather. Okay, so this isn't going to be the end of the game. Gotcha. I got my sea legs back, so that helps. Let me see if there's anything up on the top of this screen back here that I can get to. My mobility hasn't really changed since I was here last time, but... kind of bounce off this wall a whole bunch, but not really. So I probably need to get something better. Okay. Let's warp somewhere else then. Breaking the mold. A wisp lies trapped in the darkness of the moldwood depths. Is there an obvious path into the moldwood depths? Down in there, maybe. Alright, let's try that. Thank you again, Dread, Brutus, Ravenon, and Azlua. Thank you for watching and catching the VOD in the future. Had really good timing in upping your subs. Only just recently am I able to support more permanent slots. Previously, I was right at the call limit for Google, so I wasn't sure what I was going to do if anyone upped their sub tier. Isn't that in the beginning of the Sandy area? It's been a while since I was there. Oh, it's actually further down from here. Make sure there's nothing down there that requires the water dash. I don't think so. Moldwood. Yeah, that looks right. Am I supposed to be able to have an ability that lets me dash through spikes? Maybe I'll get that on my way out. If you come up with something, good luck. Got to be able to interact with messages in Twitch chat. That's cool. When darkness came, Moki came to check the Moldwood depths, but the gate was closed. Kulaka sent us to open it for you. The light was lost inside. A light like yours. Little light. Lonely light. So I guess I gotta come here before the thing happened with Ku. It's dark, but you may find it if you shine bright enough. Ah, this might give me the ability to survive in the dark then. That's cool. I like the little torches. Keep out of the darkness. It skitters and it bites. Moldwood depths. Oh, spooky. How very Hollow Knight of them. Hoping to heal, but I gotta get on the ground to do that. Nope. Should have an easier time this time. Oh, nice. That's cool. I assume there's a thing up there, though. You launch a projectile at me. I was correct. This is where the eyes of the forest sank into sightless night. These woods were always dark, the decay made their darkness deeper. Oh, I see. Ah, it's Squawks the Parrot level. That's cute. So maybe I won't get access to permanent light, I guess we'll see. Donkey Kong Country. There's mechanics out of Donkey Kong Country. Oh, it's just a way to leave, I guess. Okay, that makes sense. See, and this side, instead of having the ferry, I have a limited amount of time to get to more light. That's clever. Looks like those things count as light, which is nice. This is a cool level concept. I'm into it. Oh, the enemies count. That's surprising, so maybe don't kill them. This is pretty cool. I'm into this. Uh-oh. I'm about to be dead. And I got popped. At least it starts me back here. Cute little fireflies. I feel like this level would fit perfectly into Hollow Knight. Yeah, it's very pretty. Oops. Take both keystones, please. Don't do that. That felt pretty cool. Overdid it. It looks like whenever you or bash like that, it favors the blue things over any enemies that are nearby. Unexpected. Guess that lets a light beam pop up here. Not meant to be able to break that down. Nothing else off in this direction, right? Maybe not yet. Guess it depends on the direction you're facing, which one it favors. Enemies definitely count. Okay, so I think I understand what I did there. Basically, open that little nook there so that I can have some light pour in so I don't die immediately when I get in here. Gotcha. That's cool. I'm gonna get in trouble by that. Prioritizing the blue things. I guess it makes sense why it does that. Would be annoying if you needed one of those and accidentally bashed a nearby enemy, right? This seems bad. probably gonna end up using the ferry to get down there. Do I fall faster when I do that attack? I don't think so. I don't think I can make it with my current setup. Okay. That's probably what this is for. I'm impressed at how sight-readable this section is. And just by showing you the safe spot, you don't need to know the layout, and they give you enough time to figure out where it wants you to go, right? Haha. Again, they use the sound to tell you when you're in danger, which is nice too. Like that sequence earlier with the thing that killed Ku. Okay, so that's an open on the other side type thing. Got it. Probably have to go down and around. Coming back up did nothing for me for now. Got it. Ooh, geez, not having the pickup might actually be a problem. Let's see. Okay, we're alright. This is fine. This is where I was trying to go earlier, but it didn't seem like it was doable with the tools I had. I can't go east. So I'm going to come at that from a different direction later. Hey, Six Gun, how you doing? Maybe I just have to shoot that? I feel like I've needed a projectile this whole time. Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay. That's cool to hear. Oh, huh. Perfect. We want to go left first, but I'll figure out where this one's going to take me. Take me back to where I started. Oh good, I can reset it. It's good to know. Time to kill those. Yeah, I agree. The bugs in the background, pretty creepy. That's not what I was expecting to happen there. I think I'm already dead. Didn't quite make it. Crosscode still going well? Am I supposed to be able, oh, I'm supposed to be able to bash off that thing. Okay. Cool. I do like having the lights be... This whole concept of it's dark and you need light to not die is fun because it can stack that with a lot of the other design elements of the stage, right? Enemies have light. Bash lanterns have light. Squawks the parrot has light. Oh, you can do this part without the fairy. I assume this will end with the player gets access to light, but... Or he gets it. Is that what this is? Flash. Drains energy. Interesting. Oh, it's an activated ability. That's unexpected. My hammer is supposed to be able to break stuff open, right? Okay, I guess that's not breakable. Oh, I didn't realize it was constantly draining energy. Okay, maybe I should be careful with that. Hey, my map buddy, Lupo. There's a tiny little your energy is draining animation. Yeah, it's like they polished the game and it was ready to go, and then they just delayed it by 6 months and spent 6 months polishing it again, looking for places or like, where can we come up with an excuse to polish this more? Thank you, Lupo. Spirit Shard. Oh, never mind. I thought that was something else. Big shots. I did want to pick up Ultra Bash. Hold on. That's nice. So there's little blue crystals you can pop open around where you need the flashlight. That makes sense. Activate the pedestal. Okay, so that's on now. Probably worry about it later. Whoops, apparently. Make sure you've got the flashlight. Okay. I think that's a. This is a fairy. Oh no, it's a lifestyle fragment. Never mind. So I just never came all the way up top here. Sweet. Me some pieces of art. Thank you, extra crystals. Now, you never get blue energy from attacking enemies, right? Sometimes enemies might drop it when they die, but just hitting them doesn't do anything. Probably a shortcut over here. I think this was the door I couldn't get through earlier. Yep. Hey, more mysterious seeds. That's always nice. Just a way to get back out of here. Okay. Thank you. Friendly firefly fairy thing. Hooray, Magnus. That was the other door I hadn't opened up yet. Alright, let me go up here and save. Imagine this is set up so that it's just barely possible to do a run where you pick up no, like a low percent run where your max energy is pretty low. But like the little blue crystals are placed perfectly away from each other. I feel like low percent would be fun in this game. Probably been okay to... Yeah, I completely agree, Walter. I almost wish that there was a difficulty mode where you didn't really gain health very much. And that spikes just were death, so you actually had to platform. Ooh. I do like these sequences where you're not allowed to jump. You still have control. Here's Spider Pizzicato Strings. Cool. Closing the laptop and homeroom archive. Assume I'm gonna need this later in the fight. Jump a little bit more there. Ooh, that's an attack. Oh, I tried to heal. Oops. When are you gonna do darkness? This is the phase where I'm not allowed to use my... Oh. Save me at the phase transition. Thanks, game. Okay, let's see where they're going with it now. But the chase sequence is halfway through the boss fight. That's kind of cool. Oh, crap. Those are ones I can't pause on, apparently. Anything that falls from the side is just dead. You do a really good job with the music in these little chase sequences. Big fan. Another boss arena. Okay. Contact damage. what that hit me so much. I think I was supposed to fight this guy before Koloff. Hitting them with their own projectile really pisses them off. Oh shit, I didn't realize he was making it dark. But that was going really well. I didn't realize what was just happening from a mechanics perspective. Now it's darkness. That's cool. It's got the bioluminescent parts. Or she does, I would say, probably. I love how you can just barely see her. That was cool. The Wisp? I should have known. Dark Triumph. Oh, I like the art object that is the dead mama spider. Oh, little baby spiders. Oh, sorry. Oh, she's okay. Okay. Can't do that to me twice after Ku. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm going to bring Ku back later. No spoilers, but... Yay, friendly mama spider. It's amazing what you can do with some cute eyes, right? Change the tone of the area completely. They did that really well in the first Ori as well. We all need a light to bring balance, even those of us beneath the surface. Cool. That was rad. Hey, Ravenon, how you doing? I hope anyone will suffer as Moldwood has. You must be strong, spirit. Go forth and find the Wisps. Or he's like, I don't know what any of that means. Thank you for not eating me? Maximum life and energy have increased. That's cool. She's just chilling there in the background now. Very nice. Little one sealed the gate above the depths. That is good. I let you come retrieve the light I stole, and the mine was not my own. Light belongs where it can shine brightest. Leave these shadows to the mold and the spiders. Baby Spiderling, there are so many of us. Mother says she has no favorites. It'd be hard to pick anyway. We all look the same. Okay, I guess that's the way I originally came in here. The darkness surrounded us, we remember nothing else. There was only ever the darkness and Mother. The brightness scares us a little. Were you scared of our dark too? Like the change in the tone here. New soundtrack. Alright, let's see. One wisp remains unfound. Whoa, I didn't mean to zoom out that far. Okay. So there was an area that was dark before where I was dying. One of them was in the town, so I'm gonna do that really quick. See what that's unlocked for me. Yeah, that's funny as though I think what happened was when you use that, you actually send a chat message, so it had you send the chat message, game sub 11. Still allowed the vote, interestingly. What could be down here, I wonder? Water? Just one of these, like, you gotta have all the upgrades. Maybe not. Heart-shaped acorn. A precious gift given to a timid Moki. Turn the acorn to the Moki. Okie dokie. Oh, are you the timid Moki? My acorn, you found it. I will never let it go again. Large spirit-like container. Huh. I don't think you have enough time to do that part without the flashlight. Unless if you have some way to, like, glitch through the wall. Things are changing in Niwen. Postcode return light to the moldwood. There's little spiders everywhere, and they're always getting underfoot. Haha. I wonder if that's actually true. Like you can actually see the little spiders elsewhere. Hey, I got a bunch of seeds for you, buddy.
What?
Sure did. Sela flowers. Yeah, when you're in the dark, you die. The light shrinks around you after about 3 seconds, and it just kills you. Worried the garden could never compare to the one I left behind. Seeing your Sela flowers prosper, I know I was wrong. Sticky situation. I like these little cutscenes of planting the seeds. Oh, clever. In my youth, I once sprinkled grass stalks on my brother in his sleep. Fire Moth's Delight. You ever seen a fire moth? Beautiful glowing creatures. Can't resist light catchers. Last one hasn't been discovered yet. Okay. So, plant some flowers. Silent map. Isn't my favorite student of the Silent Woods. Apprentice mapmaker, you'll get a discount on any map. And they're still pretty expensive. I'll probably do those eventually. We'll see if I actually 100% this. I did 100% Blind Forest on stream. The game does look like it makes an effort to help you if you want to 100% it, so... little bit of paper that's like flapping in the breeze. Health bonus. I like that those don't trigger if you're not somewhere safe, yeah, until you land. It'd be annoying if that happened in midair. Ofer, hone your skills, sure. Exploding Spike, Charge Blaze, Spirit Star, Sentry Speed. Yeah. Soul Fragment, that's cool. Yeah, I kind of wish basically every Metroidvania would have this mechanic. Namely one where towards the end of the game you can get something that helps you track down all the secrets that you've missed. I'm partway through here, but didn't finish it. I don't think I went into a dark area. Guess we'll find out. Oh, geez. Oh, right, that's right. I could get past here before. This is progress, though, right? Do I need an upgrade to fit through this area here? I thought this was weird last time I got here and I couldn't go through there. Surprised they let me explore as much as... Oh, I probably have to go through this way. Okay. That's fine, I can do that. Man, that is a walk. So all these fancy areas that I already unlocked through jumping cheese. I wasn't able to get up to that core before, so that's nice. I think you planted some flowers somewhere else and maybe have something interesting in them. Maybe everything I've got for now. Twillin. Upgrades. Spirit Light grants bonus damage. Interesting. Regular shards. Buy these just 100% later. This game's got to have one of the most satisfying movement systems in a Metroidvania that I've played, anyway. Wait, was there a get more currency shard? I think I must have missed that. So I won't stress out enough now to go back to it, but... Oh, I'm in cutscene mode, so I can turn this off. There we go. Pretty... Entering the domain of the Great Bar. Sleeps ahead, weary for the long winter of decay. Oh! I must have not realized Spirit Light meant money. Oops. I guess if it's just enemies, that's not that big of a deal. I feel like I get most of my cash from other pickups. Cool. Big old bear. Sleepy friend. Tickling him. Thank you, that's a good hint. He's not going to be happy about it, though. Aw, that's cute. He just goes back to sleep? Okay. I always like those, like, no pupil glowing orb eyes. It's a way to shorthand indicate that something is divine. So sleepy. Bar the bear. Hope I don't have to fight him because he's cool. Glad I didn't fall on his face. It would have been fine, but he wouldn't have liked it very much. Oh, I see those hurt you. Okay. Good to know. Presumably it was a way to break those eventually. Melt stuff. Oh, I see you slipped down that. Gotcha. Hooray, rewards for dicking around early. Definitely not supposed to be able to do anything up there, I don't think. Yeah, because I slip off it. Should totally do a thing where, like, if you touch spikes, it resets you. I should not be able to do that. All of our cheeses combined. This doesn't seem right. There we go. That's smart. I thought I could use that to melt stuff. Okay, never mind. Pop-up makes me think people didn't think to use flap here. Like they originally had the bear as the way to remind you about flap, and it wasn't enough. I see. Continues to launch on the arc it was on before. Oh, I did that wrong. That's okay. Screw it. Sometimes the spikes work at knocking you off the wall. I don't know. Oh, I see. Turn more of these things on. That's cool. And now I can climb this. Clever. The background color is really pretty. I think it says a lot that the way Ori's set up, you never really get to a point where you get jaded with everything being beautiful. It still finds ways to blow you away. Oh shit, I think I can still get it. Hey, good enough. Hey, what's up? Oh, Wintry Wanderer. Frost here in Bar's Reach makes everything so brittle. Have you ever seen a map shatter? Dropped one just yesterday. The splinters were sharp as glass. You know it. Okay, I thought so. That's cool. Like how the soup, you can find the soup before you come here. Sand area. Arcing this is gonna give me trouble, I feel like. Oh, that's not enough. The hammer can break their shields. That's cool. I think I want to launch it just straight up practically most of the time. Well, not like that. No, I thought it was close enough to it. Not... Oh, good enough. Thanks, game. That was kind of you. Didn't have to give me that one. Didn't work. Interesting. Must be a switch somewhere. That was a nice secret. Oh, really? Thank you. That's frustrating. Didn't realize you could turn them off. I'm gonna struggle with this. Bad at this timing so far. Yeah, especially since it launches me out of the way of it. Please be good enough. Thank you, game. Come on, big guy. Shoot your little... There you go. Find a way to shoot a fireball all the way up to that thing. Sorry, man, I'm not actually trying to kill you here. Rolekor, very cool. Don't think I was supposed to do that, but okay. Hey, what's up, friend? Oh, cool. She's almost majestic when viewed from a safe distance. Shriek began hunting these heights when the wind turned cold. Unmatching curiosity spurred that bird to roam the reach. The little bird noise he made, that was very cute. Alright. So is this the other side of an ice wall I've been to? No. This is a new area. That made sense. I need to figure out what I'm launching that at. Southwest, maybe? Ah! At least I don't have to manipulate multiple times amid spikes. That would be tricky. Too much. Oh, pfft. I had it that first time. It's okay, we'll get it. Good enough? Ah, I overshot it. If I had chased it, maybe. I kind of wish in this case that there was like a slight trajectory indicator when you're launching things that are not just going to go straight when you let go of them, if that makes sense. I guess you get a feel for it eventually, but that just kind of seems like the MO of this game, the kind of thing they would include. It just is most objects just fly straight, right? Damn it. Took me so long the guy respawned. Yeah, it's like if I try to aim it for too long, it launches on its own. I thought that was good enough. I had that one time where it gave it to me and I didn't really deserve it, and it made me assume that it's more forgiving than it actually is. Time I didn't trust it was gonna work, but it did. First try. Wonder if you need the dash to avoid those, the underwater dash. I don't think I needed the light power in either of the other two dungeons. Ouch. Hey, thanks, Super Jenny. Oh, the waterfall is really pretty when it melts. Come on, dude. There we go. Go the long way here. Guess that's what I was supposed to grab onto. I thought those things let you grab onto them for a split second before they snap down. Cool. Oh, the first one's incredible. This one's really good too. If you like the first one, you'll love this one. Light burst. Great for melting things. It's one of those things where, like, they could just do more Ori, just keep making more Ori levels, and that's completely fine, but the story's really cool too. Got some great moments. Oh, clever. Yeah. And this place is different than, like, the Lisa Frank level earlier, right? It's two of these old huts they had to abandon. Got a seed in here. I mean, I can bash it now. Mysterious seed. Can shoot this and bash off of it. Oh, that's kind of a cool way to add an extra jump. Maybe more vertical climb. What was it supposed to be telling me that in reference to? You mana crystal. Yeah, I probably would have seen this on my way out. I just wanted to explore back to the right. That's cool though. Said before that games struggle to come up with unique ways to do, you know, your double and your triple jump, right? And a lot of them just kind of give up and say, well, they'll just be a double jump or a triple jump. We don't need to have like congealing foam that you can climb on, like Shadow Complex. Yeah, no worries. Thank you. Appreciate you looking out. Definitely missed one earlier. I see a secret over here. Just barely missing it. I wish this didn't consume energy though. I feel like it's gonna make exploring a little stressful. Orlacor. Nice. Let me re-equip that shard that Trabash hasn't really been mattering so far. Might help with my problem at the moment. Traveled here to see the spring blossom tree, but I doubt anything survived in that icy peak. My plumage is getting frostbite. Is that even possible? That was a mistake. Can you come back, Mr. Sandy thing? Thought they did regenerate over time. That's what did. It being snow is a nice touch. And there already being a look to it so that you know when you see it, I can dive through this if I have the sand upgrade, right? Deal bonus damage when over half life. Interesting. Oh, when you stand on solid ground? Okay, thank you. Makes sense. There's some light back there I missed. Okay, I'll come back to it when I go on my Endgame tour. The melting animation is really cool too. I think I needed 10 ore to get something new. Come at that from below, it looks like. I think this is the area I've been to from below. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. Nice. Hey, little Moki. Spicy marsh clam soup. Hey, I got that soup a while ago. Nice. Comfy hat. Oh. Well, I know where to bring that hat. However, I wonder if that's going to be your bigger on sword trading minigame. Sometimes it doesn't seem to want to let me grab onto it. I'm trying to figure out why. That was a mistake, but I fixed it. You were given a fashionable hat. Whoa, that's pretty cool. I like it. Very nice. Man, doing the desert first is the right decision. Doesn't seem like there's very much that requires the water bash. I love the little give on this thing as you climb it. They didn't need to do that. Oops. I guess that needed both the water dash and the sand dash. Split light burst into 3. I know, right, Ludifex? Exactly. That's arguably requiring the water dash ability. Hey, is this gonna let me have a shortcut there once I kill this guy? So tired. Sleepy stag beetle. Hey, Erm, how you doing? Thought that was a secret. It was not. So now I've unlocked, if I come through the soup door, I can come in here. Oops. Oh, this area is really pretty. I really like that color gradient. Alright. Oops. Yeah, so what is it that when you launch a burst from the air, it's it's not bashable? It's like too thin or something? Maybe that's why I was confused. To keep you from getting infinite height. pretty. Echoes of Chrono Trigger. That's kind of nice. Well, there could still be a boss. It's like they're trying to avoid a formula, right? You do the thing where you run away from the toad and then you get it. You start the fight against the spider and then halfway through you have to run away and then you get it. Here you start with it and you have to get away, I assume. Run away! I think they can use that to mean this is a runaway type situation and not a stand-and fight type situation. I love the music in these sequences, it's so good. I'm gonna be careful getting too far ahead of it because certain things don't trigger until... Remember that part from the first game that some people hated and some people loved? We're gonna do a lot of that. Like, I loved it, so this is all my bag. And I'm dead. Sight Reaper's pretty decent, though. Shriek. Like how there's parts here where it's allowed to catch up with you, no matter how well you're doing. This is where I died last time. No! Oh, it slows down there. Thank you. Almost imperceptibly. I must have realized that part was tough. Yeah. I like him a lot. I think the complaint isn't with the sequence themselves, it's that the game hasn't set you up for that kind of a setback. You have awoken the forest memory and me with it. Not so sleepy anymore? Fixed checkpoints mean the game balance prepares you better this time around. That's fair. You get a flashback about Shriek? Because we gotta make friends with Shriek, right? That area is so sad. You jump on the mummified birds. I'm trying to think, like... So there's the feeling of melancholy dark children's fantasy, right? Like Labyrinth and Dark Crystal and Neverending Story. But also just this kind of feeling that things that seem really scary are actually friendly if you just get to know them, right? It reminds me of a specific work from like the 80s or 90s and I can't place it. Ori 1 did a really good job of it too. Oh, it's so cute with its little legs. They just look scary because we don't know them yet. Yeah, you first run into Shriek, I'm like, how are they going to get us on this thing's side? Explain why it stomped out Ku earlier. Oh. Kids liked it, but not the adults. Even in that case, it's just like they're protecting their young, but... This is a really pretty cutscene. Or Shriek? To Dark Souls 3 world? Memory of the Forest. Oh, you know, it's not the exact one I was thinking of, but an example of media from that, much earlier than the 80s, I think. Is it Ralph Bakshi? Who did the claymation Christmas movies, like Santa Claus is Coming to Town and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Oh, there's another... It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, Santa Claus is Coming to Town has the, like, winter wizard enemy. I forget his actual name. He's like the antagonist in the first half of the story. He's really fucking scary the way he's presented at the beginning. And then in the second half of the story, he's like goofy and fun because they make friends with him. This kind of reminds me of that. Let's see if I can do anything new in the town really quick. We already established in the last game the owls are zealous and aggressive about protecting their young. Yeah, I totally agree, It's well done. Don't think I have enough, but I want to review 8 or 10. Okay. Rankin and Bass, thank you. I'm like, it's R something. Sitting here going crazy. Ralph Bakshi did the Lord of the Rings movie with the rotoscoping. I'm like, they're not the same person. Like my hut. Just imagine what it was like before the ice covered. Wait, is that a seed? Still it clings to life. Left behind. Cute little seed. Wouldn't worry about stepping on spring plants. They're carnivorous, but eat quite rarely. I've only witnessed it once myself. All the glades shelter a new garden for all, and I finally feel at home. Thank you, Spirit. No problem, it was a cute side quest. I don't think I need any of these. See if any of them go to something that I wasn't able to cheese my way into before. Alright, so now we gotta go to the sand area again. Badger person. Right. They did the Return of the King, which is after Ralph Bakshi's version being super duper serial. Rankin and Bass Return of the King is the one where it's like a Frodo of the 9 fingers and the Ring of Doom. It's kind of an awful animation style. Should have just done it in claymation. They might decide to eat you. Yeah, it's cute. Only seen it happen once. It would be fun if this isn't that kind of game, but it would be cool if there was exactly one bouncing flower that would eat you instead of bounce you. I know what you're talking about, Ludifex. I've seen pictures of it on like Reddit, but I've never seen it. Alright, I need to do a thing. This area is really cool with the red wind. When the spirit willow will open what has long been closed. Thanks, Proxy. Only the Wisps knew the way forward. To restore what had been lost. I think Ori paid these little monkey guys to just be professionally sad. I appreciate it. The scene works better with little sad monkey people. I got an adventure to go on. Oh, cute little statues. It's adorable. You can see lemurs. Across many lands, it's always the same. For every spirit tree, a light. For every light, a tree. It's like an art hallway. It's cool. Light's eternal, no tree can last forever. When the willow grew old and her branches barren, she could no longer care for her light. Shattered and became mere wisps. Oh, nice. Yeah, this lower sequence is pretty cool. I like how there's no enemies so far. So we look at the pretty murals. Oh no! That's lots of me! Those children, the spirits of Niwen, suffered in the decay. Spirits were no more, and all seemed lost. Ori is really important, okay? Get used to it. I like how the light is glistening off the wall. Hope would open her eyes to see through the darkness. Hope would return the memory of what was forgotten and bring us strength when we were weak. Is that me? How the world heals, how the cycle continues. But like builders knew, all things broken could be pieced back together. To protect the most fragile wisp, the heart of the forest. The wet will be whole once more. I love the Gorlek statues, they're great. Something gonna chase me through here later? Alright. Just open a thing, that's fair. I don't think Ori would do that. I think when they say, like, cycle of life and rebirth, they mean it. It's a cycle of rebirth, but actually it's entropy and everything is decaying and getting slightly worse every time, and the universe sucks, and you don't matter. I don't know. Ori matters. He's a nice little cute light creature. Got a different voice actor now. Seer. Sandworm? Cool. No! Nice. God! Hurry up! What are you doing? I did not deserve to be alive there. The worm slowed down for me. No! Whew. First try. Nice. I think there's a couple parts there where, and this has been true of all of those sequences in the game so far, there's a couple parts where it's a little bit more forgiving than it appears to be, but they do a good job of concealing that the worm is suddenly slowing way down to give you a second to line up your shot. Yeah, my heart rate's actually pretty high from that. The willow. And the weeping ridge stands in our way. Maximum life and energy have increased. Yeah, I noticed if you get too far ahead, they speed up. Saw that That one stood out a little bit more in the one where the snow avalanche was following you. A shriek chased you. Like they picked the right time to get you to empathize with Shriek. We can be friends. Oh, poor Shriek. It's cool, took an armor over. Blinded by her past. I like that they gave her a specific reason to want to attack Ku as well. Rejected the warmth she once sought. Okay, that's just death. I was like, that's a suspicious looking little drop there. What's that all about? Classic elevator battle. Snake, look out! Oops. I'm struggling here. Stop it. Oh, that was ugly. Not a fan of that at all. Oh, the elevator's trying. Were these light warp things? Was that in Ori 1 as well? It's been a while, I don't remember. Lasers! Who doesn't love them? A little tree. Launch. Seems good. Is this your, like, space jump? Oh, that's cool. Oops. I love how almost all the abilities in this game are a variation on Bash. They still feel pretty different from each other. I do think I agree with Walter that it would have been nice if the sand effect had a different color at least. The little blue reticle if it was like orange or something when you have to press R1 instead of L1. Alright, I should probably heal. Glad I didn't try to cheese my way into this little warpy thing up here. Oh, I guess it didn't matter. I really like the animation for that too, where it like curls up and launches forward. Corlec ore, what do we got? I like you can see how those work on the map. That's a nice touch. Okay, so I get like one launch until I touch a wall, maybe? Oops. So it resets just like my jump. Okay. Okay, I can't launch through shit. Got it. Also get a launch back whenever I bash. Gotcha. It's pretty satisfying. Oh god! Okay, we're fine. Touched a wall somewhere in there. Whoa! This game might have the best use of the color pink I've ever seen in game art. I'm trying to think of another one that could really hold a candle. Basically a Celeste dash. I wonder if they were explicitly inspired at all. I mean, I'm sure they were. You make a movement-focused platforming pretty 2D game. You can feel some Celeste and you can feel some Hollow Knight in this game. All paths led to the Spirit Willow. Oh hey, it's my buddies! Fellow adoptive parents of baby owl / adoptive siblings. That looks good. This is fine. That's fine. Don't think the doctor would say there's any problem with that at all. Was almost up. So that was almost extremely bad, and then it was extremely bad. Did I not get to keep this? Probably gotta touch the ground. I really like the color palette in this game. Right, that's not fun water. That's evil, no fun, pink lava. Nasty Kool-Aid. I know, right? I was saying earlier that in addition to the game being gorgeous and extremely polished, visually, the sound design is really good. There's just really little subtle hints, like whenever you dash, there's a bassy ka-thunk noise, barely audible. Probably not audible without headphones. Alright, I can still grab those things. That's right. I have portals. Uh-oh. Okay. Hey, it's a friendship pustule. Will you be my friend? final boss of Ori 2 is the Bed of Chaos. I really like the idea of the Bed of Chaos, but let's do it not terribly this time. I just showed Dark Souls 1 to my wife Andrea, and we got to the Bed of Chaos boss. I didn't prepare her for it, and she's like, wow, that boss was really bad. I'm like, I know, right? They didn't really finish what they wanted to do with this zone. That whole zone is really bad. I know, right? Platforming boss in Dark Souls. Genius. The perfect game for it. Nice. I love these little elegant sequences where you get new value out of an area you've already been to. Oh, that's cool. That's how I'm supposed to get out of there. Okay. Fantastic. Big fan. That's pretty awesome. Ori devs definitely know what they're doing. Oh, there's evil goop there. Okay. This game is probably the closest Metroidvania I've played to, like, giving you what's practically flight very early in the game. Other than Owlboy, right? You get stuff like the space jump eventually in Metroid proper. Oh, I see, down there. For some reason I thought I already came in here. I'm glad I'm checking. Hey, Lupo, what the hell are you doing here, man? Can't give the player so many tools, they'll cheese their way past their intended route. Or he's like, here's an optional upgrade, triple jump. It exists purely for cheese. Sounded like he said, oh geez. This one's on me. Thanks, man. I wish more NPCs would do that. The frickin' scene in Final Fantasy VI. I can't charge you for items, you're the king. No! You should totally charge us. Edgar, shut up. I want free potions. I guess it's probably better when there's a lampshade hang like that. Like, you know, we can't let your... You still have to support your business. Okay, that's my way to get back out of there, I guess. I guess it's, I mean, this game is nothing like Breath of the Wild, but that's kind of the same design philosophy of Breath of the Wild, right? No, the players might find ways to solve the puzzles that we didn't intend. It's like, it's fine, it's worth it. I like that regardless of your momentum, when you move out of the blue portal things, you gain a little bit of momentum. It's a nice game feel touch. I don't know if this was true of Ori 1, but it just kind of occurred to me that there aren't really that many enemies in this game. Maybe there were earlier in the game and they've kind of been phasing them out as you play through it. It's totally fine, like there shouldn't be them just because you don't want to have enemies for enemy's sake. Usually there's more environmental challenges. That is bad. Good to know. I wish they had like a mode where you always died in one hit in this game. I don't think I'd play it on stream because it would be a pretty big time sink, but I feel like some of these levels are designed, if you're really, really good at it, it would be really satisfying to make it through there without ever getting hit, you know? But you end up having so much health that these lasers basically don't matter, you know? Devs fully embrace what is essentially game breaking, but if implemented properly, changes the game in a positive way. That's cool. I've never played Warframe, but I've heard good things. The decay resists us, Ori. The weight of the spirit willow is blocked. Think it has something to do with those bleeding pustules? I mean, maybe not. It might just be a coincidence. Those things are frustrating because I think you can bash them, but only after they're about to explode. Actually, not sure now. This is cool. You don't get any time slow on those things. Oh, that time that's a cool one. I like that. Make sure I have the right plan here. Oops. This Celestial Sea has an Easter egg you can only get to with unintended tech. That's really cool. I love when that happens. I always tell that story about the ninja class in Final Fantasy XIV, where they had all these different ninjutsu abilities that were very flavorful. They were supposed to be like a damage dealing class, but one of their abilities just made it so that they ignored the next 3 attacks that hit them, and you had to use this really expensive reagent in order to cast it. But somebody figured out, hey, this is really good for tanking. What's better for tanking than actually never taking damage at all? So even though ninjas definitely weren't intended to be a tank, you ended up tanking by just spam casting Utsusemi, and then the devs started like designing around it, adding gear for it. Oh, I used to play 11, Jenny? Nice. So I have to decide. We're doing a franchise playthrough of the Final Fantasy series right now, and I'm trying to decide if I want to include Final Fantasy 11 in that, because I think you can kind of almost play it solo now and see all the story, because the story's really good. That's cool. Oh, I like that. It's cute. Shit, I'm trying to launch it at it. I think that does the most damage. Like 14, nice. I need to catch up on the most recent patch content in 14. I think I last played it 6 months ago, maybe? Okay, so you gotta get your DPS in there, it looks like. Like that. That'll do. Laser Brain. Haven't played Star Castle, no. Builds of tank bosses in Burning Crusade by stacking 103.7% dodge. Nice. That was a fatal mistake on that enemy's part. Don't you know that I have Reckless equipped? I didn't notice what it did with the top one in that fight. Did it just disable it or block it in some way? Rapid fire bow just wrecked it. I like the idea of subclasses a lot in Final Fantasy XI. Unfortunately, it had the problem that basically every MMO has run into, where like there's always going to be one really strong option and the rest of them are never actually going to be competitive or good. It's hard enough to just get your regular classes balanced, let alone every combination of job, sub-job, right? That'll do. Shortcut. Oh no, Jay, so you lost your house due to inactivity. It's a bummer. I know Yoshi P was in a habit of just like suspending demolition constantly for a while there. Where you're just like, dude, just don't do demolition at all. FF roguelike with class subclass offerings. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, it's such a neat concept. I guess that's a good point. I haven't really thought about this before, but roguelikes are a cool genre to explore broken combinations and crazy design because the player doesn't have any control over what their build is. Well, they might have minimal control, but they can't be guaranteed to get the thing that's busted every single time, right? I think that's part of what I really like about the genre. It forces you to make do with a playstyle you might usually avoid in a different kind of game. You know, all I got were turret abilities, so I guess I'm doing turrets today, you know? Never played Chocobo Dungeons. Bravely Default's so good. I heard they just delayed... I'm glad they're calling it Bravely Default 2 and just pretending like Bravely Second didn't happen. Bravely Second was basically Final Fantasy X-2, but for Bravely Default. is a really cool area. I am into this. You're not missing out. So comparing it to 10.2 is pretty accurate across the board. The gameplay is good. It's the same with 10.2. The gameplay in 10.2 is, I would even say it's phenomenal. It's some of the best turn-based or ATB Japanese RPG that's out there. It's just, why is this set in Spira? Please don't. Yeah. Even if it was literally the same story and it was just a different setting, and that was just Final Fantasy XI or whatever, that would have been better for me at least. Oh, nice. You're in for a treat. First one's very good. Oh, I see. I need to not take this. Gotcha. Oh god. This has me nervous. That's what I think they want me to do. Oh, nice. That's cool. I have to get a thing to launch into that purple wall. Now you're thinking of portals. Yeah. Whee! It does work. Cool. I dig that. This is pretty awesome. I am a fan of this. That's such a cool puzzle. Nice. Very cool. Ori puzzles, I think how to word this. A lot of games, for me, the fun part about the puzzles is figuring them out, and the execution is less interesting and often frustrating, right? In this game, usually the puzzles aren't really like, they're not mind melters, but the execution is fun to do. Like as soon as you go, oh, I get it, I'm excited to try to do this. Yeah, is there like a portal funneling effect that straightens them? You don't have to be completely perfect with it. Yeah. Good choice. I would love to see more games include those kinds of like fudging features. I do the opposite way and had issues lining up shots, so no. This area is so pretty. What's left of the Spirit Willow? Because it like split apart, right? Whoa. Hey, that looks like the box art. The title screen even. Super close up on Ori. Nice. With deep blue, purple, and bright yellow, red. I love that color palette. Tree's talking to me. I think this is an in-engine. Just zooming in really close on Ori at this cliff ledge. I could carry this light once more, but it's no longer mine to hold. My time has come and gone. Does Ori have to link the fire? Wow, I was joking, but basically yes. No, I got friends back home and I gotta save my little buddy. That was a really cool shot there. Okay, so I don't think this is an engine. Yeah, right, Jenny. Called it. Nice. These games are so good. I like having a boss that's this tall. You have to get all these abilities to be able to reasonably get up there and attack them, right? Scream attack's not cool. Thank you for the indicator of where you're gonna land. I appreciate that. Oops. I had some good early hits. I'm gonna get back up there. Phase 2. Okay. This is great. Nice. This music is so good. I feel like Ori does a really good job with orchestral music. There's only a couple game franchises where orchestral works for me. I think Mario does a pretty good job with it. Decent amount of orchestral Dark Souls music. Oh god, that's a cool attack. Uh-oh. What a classic attack. Talk a lot about how there's only so many, like, enemy boss attack rudiments, and especially in 2D games. Oh god. Nice. This is so rad. No! Okay, so I gotta just stay in the air after that happens. It is the final phase, got it. Games are art. I love this sequence at the end here. Oops, dashed into it that time. Alright, attempt 3. Let's not use up all my health this time. Attacks in Mario World, right? Bowser does this. Clown Car Bowser. The idea of the end of the fight being completely in the air and there being no ground to come back to, because the fight's just giving you enough things to stay in the air indefinitely, is so on brand for Ori, I feel like. Oh shoot, I was out of the way. I almost had it that time. I'm just gonna make sure I get to that final phase with full resources, or close to it. I gotta get closer to those things than it looks like in order to be able to do the jump. Oh nice, those things hit him pretty hard too. Or hit her, excuse me. There we go. Stone Cold. Needs to focus. Nice, That's cool. I like that. She'll always remember the nights. Oh no! Our baby has 3 daddies. No! Help Shriek! Friendship is magic! We could be friends with Shriek. Just go up and hug the big bird. So I love that Undertale GDQ that ended with the entire crowd chanting, "Hug the goat! Hug the goat!" Oh. No. That's so sad. That's much worse than Ku. No. That's a bad Ori 2. Hit Ori 2 on the nose with a newspaper. See, the thing with Ku is it's like, you know, the end of Infinity War. You're like, oh, Ku's coming back. The way they've shot this and presented it. But that one, conceivably, that could be the end of Shriek. We gotta go hug the bird. I love these little sequences. Dramatic walking sim sequence. Oh, is Ori gonna sacrifice himself? I'm down with that. You remember that frog? Right. I'm just preparing myself for it to be a happy ending and for everything to go back to normal, but I kind of want it to not, because this is great. I know, right? That one got me. I've had a precious few games where the distraction of streaming wasn't enough to keep it from, you know, emotionally impacting me. Is Ori gonna become a tree? Hey, it's all our friends from the town. So I kind of... it felt endgamey going to the Willow, but... I thought maybe there was going to be another clear signpost of put no return. So I kind of want to get, you know, 100% this game, but I also don't want to do it after this because this is too perfect. Yay! Ku's okay. Happy about that. That was pretty sad when that happened. Ori sacrificed himself. Link the flame. I thought we were gonna bring Ku back before the ending. Just thought we would do that and then we'd have a final level that dealt with Shriek. Ha! So it is Ori. It's the narrator. That's why it's his like big, deep voice. That's cool. Good choice, writers of the Ori games. They did it. I mean, maybe it'll squirt out a little new Ori-looking buddy for them, but I'm totally okay with Ori just being a tree now. Ori needs a break from all that platforming. What's the thing that's least likely to platform in the third game? A tree. The trunk of the tree. Oh no, yeah, but this is a pretty big deal for a sequel to a game that seems like could have unlimited sequels, right? For them to have something that's pretty final for the protagonist from the first game. I like when sequels do this, instead of constantly leaving the door open for it to be more of the same, right? I'm okay with the, you know, tree making a little baby Ori for Ori 3 or something. They said the thing! Hey, there's your little nice. And then after the credits, Samuel L. Jackson will pick up the little white leaf. Yeah, I feel like they could do a third game with a word that rhymes with Ori and the something something, right? I wonder if they had that in their head the whole time and that's why they had the super deep voice as the narrator, or if they didn't really... They just did that because it was cool, and then they're like, oh, what if that voice is because Ori becomes a giant light tree at the end of the second game? That game was gorgeous. I loved it. I loved everything about it. Great gameplay, great mechanics, wonderful story, wonderful presentation. You know, it has dialogue, but still does a lot of it through show don't tell storytelling. I would play these games forever. If they just kept wanting to make Ori games, I would play every single one. Yeah, when my name was still Ori. Oh, this credits music is just fucking slaps. This is really good. Physics programming. It's wild how many of those things are physics objects and the game controls so smoothly. It's interesting, like I said earlier, like you feel like you get jaded with these, oh, beautiful indie game. But no, they all continue to be completely amazing. Have these devs made anything other than the Ori games? I don't think I remember if I asked that during Blind Forest. Yeah, brave choice to save a track like this for the credits. I might have to pick up this game's soundtrack. I'm really impressed. Very moving. Yeah. See, Ori and the Blind Forest was the third game that I ever streamed. It was when I was, you know, I was still a small streamer, but I was so small that I had like 2 walk-ins that weren't people that I knew. And one of them was like, you should play Ori and the Blind Forest. And I was like, okay, I'll play it tomorrow. Those are the days. I've been watching old Philosophy Tube videos with Andrea, and he has those where he'll have like, the video will end and he's like, here's some comments that I got on the last video. What are your thoughts? It's like, oh man, different times, huh? Ori games the only ones from the studio. Oh, I didn't even see that, Jenny. Quality assurance, additional quality assurance. We finished it, and then we spent another year cleaning it up, making it nice. Finding people are experienced. One of them was from X-Blizzard. Oh, okay. Right on. I'm just super impressed with it. I like how this game added a lot. I mentioned this earlier, but it added a lot of characters. It added the town. I seem to remember Ori had a little bit of that, but nowhere near as much as this one. It didn't feel like it like detracted from the experience. We talked about that like, you know, when you do it in Metroid, it's a problem because part of the identity of Metroid is that feeling of isolation and loneliness, so you can't really have NPCs that show up and talk to you. But it's perfect for this kind of game. I'm glad that... I'm really happy that Ori became the tree at the end, because I was kind of bracing myself for Ku just getting resurrected without consequence, you know? But it makes the scene with Ku hit harder when someone has to pay that price eventually, right? He doesn't just get to come back for free. And I think that's kind of where I come from when it comes to like resurrection. Like I'm okay with resurrection. I'm okay with death scenes that get reversed, provided that some cost is paid in the process. And if it's like self-sacrificial and cathartic, then all the better. Yeah, that was very I like how they didn't just do Ori 1 again. Having Shriek go sadly die under its parents. And that's the end for Shriek. You know, a little Ori tree doesn't like send a little happy light bulb into Shriek and make Shriek happy. Shriek is just like a sad little creature that everyone was mean to it, so its heart turned to stone. Yeah, Metroid Fusion is when things start going off the rails, though. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to do a complete repeat. And I feel like that's the right way to do a sequel. You know, it's familiar, but then you don't go in the exact same direction as the first one. I think it worked... It made this story work better because as soon as you see Shriek, you're like, okay, when am I gonna become friends with Shriek? Friendship is magic. Hug the bird. Blah blah blah. Right. It still works. Like those scenes are still scary, and then they have a little flashback scene where you see Shriek as a little baby. But the fact that you don't get that payoff that you're expecting because of the first game, it works better, I think. Hits harder. Respect all the best parts of the first game, add so many different mechanics, yeah. The game just worked. Oh yeah. Isn't that fun, Ludifex, to like put yourself in critiquing a work as it existed at a point in time before it had any follow-up? Those are good times. Or even in the middle of a work. Mass Effect 2 before the suicide mission. It's like peak narrative superposition for me. Oh, I like that little thing in the fans at the end. That's cute. Okay. Samuel L. Jackson's not going to show up and invite Ori to join the Avengers. That's fine. I'm actually glad that it just had the tasteful little white leaf fly off the tree at the end. All right, well, we still technically have like an hour left. I'm supposed to be getting dinner with my dad, and he's staying with us recently, so I think I'll go ahead and wrap early, and we'll keep doing late streams for a bit. I'll let you guys know what's coming up. Thanks so much for hanging out. This game has been an absolute treat. Thanks for